Jelkovic, the young man, and up against Thompson. Umpire throws it up, and Jelkovic goes early and gets it down straight to Gibbs, straight to Russell Hearn. Quick kick out of the middle towards full forward. Robertson's lined up there, tried to use his body against White. Falls into the arms of Armstrong. That should be a mark. No, it's play on, said the umpire. Armstrong gets around. They'll probably be holding the ball. Yes, it will. There you go. I haven't said anything. Ball comes back now. Play on the call. Gibbs gets it back to Angelkovic. Outside 50. Goes with a long kick. Price behind. And will stay there because Delahunt's taken the mark and can play on quickly. Gives it to Troy Colliger. Went left then, came back towards his right. Goes out towards half-back. Vacant. It's okay, though. And they can... Oh, can they clear? No.
What a
because
shocker.
the kick came in, and I think that was from Lee Harding, who's back in the team. We had Lee in the commentary box 2 weeks ago. Well, he's back in the side. Geelong have got a bye in the VFL. They played last week, split round of matches, so he's back in the team. He tried to get it back towards Troy Colliger, and it got picked out of his pocket by Paul Price, who'll come in from 40 metres out and try and put North Geelong's first goal on the board. It goes into the square. Robertson puts his hand up, can't take the mark. Off hands now and out of bounds in the left forward pocket for the Magpies. And Lee will just have to be a little bit careful with the kick there.
That was just a bit too smart, I think. Like it was a bit too, not picking on the level of
fancy
football, but yeah, it was kind of something that you might get away with at a higher level.
Robertson and Thompson do the ruck work in the pocket. Roved off the ground. Oh, it's through the legs. Is that a goal? I think it is. I think it is a goal to North Geelong. It is. And the kicker is Paul Longstaff, who's got the long and the short sleeve jumpers on this afternoon.
You're right.
What?
Long and short.
Good idea, yeah. Well done. One straight goal, North Geelong. They lead Bannockburn yet to score on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 1 3/4 minutes gone. Not much atmosphere here, is there? It's a little bit quiet.
It's not much of a crowd. There's lots of cars, but let's
That's
be honest.
right. They're all sitting in the cars.
Pretty chilly.
You're not allowed to mention that anymore. I said at the start that we were going to mention it at the start that it was cold, and then that's all, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so that's it.
Oh, what? And Eric's saying close the door. Close the door.
Because it's cold. Don't say that. Back to the middle.
You're getting a chill in the ribs, mate.
Ball in the middle. We're away. Up they go. Jelkovic clean the tap down for North Geelong, but intercepted by Ricky Harding. Drives it wide to the outer wing, looking for that's the drainer out there, Shane Andrews, but he can't take control of it, and they've pushed it over the boundary line. But Pete, it was just a sensational start from North. They peppered the goal for about 20 seconds and finally got one.
Well, I think it goes with the comment you made at the start, having Priddle in the middle. I think, I think North haven't got as strong a lineup as Bannockburn. They've got to put all their guns in the guts.
Yeah, a fair comment there. Ball picked up from the throw-in over the head of all players, and there's a very quick pick up there from Lee Harding. Drives it again into the corridor, but much better this time. Guest runs onto it for Bannockburn. Picks it up. Turns, handball. Well, he missed the mark by a fair way, but he's got it this time, Tyquin. He's 60 metres out. Big driving kick. It's going to land in the goal square. Oh. Well, I'd almost suggest that Ross Dillon might have edged his opponent out there, but he took the mark on his chest unopposed and just turned around and popped through his first goal. So on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, 3.5 minutes first quarter, 1 goal apiece.
I'm glad the ink's not running in the Magpies jumpers, because that Bannockburn fella would have had black and white paw marks.
Was it a push in the back?
It was a push in the back.
Tyquin was a long way out too, wasn't he, from full forward? He was up at half forward, getting a kick there.
Well, I guess the point was Lee Harding got it on the far wing, and he's probably leading to centre half forward. So I suppose it looks like they've got a match plan.
The umpire bringing it back to the middle. So it's 1 goal apiece. Paul Longstaff and Ross Dillon, 2 youngsters, kicking the first 2 goals of the game this afternoon. And as is always the case here at North Geelong, we have a bit of trouble with the footballs kicking over into the power station. And I think we're getting the next footy out already. We've only been playing 4 minutes this afternoon, so here comes the second footy back to the middle. The umpire to bounce it up, and Jelkovic's got the first 2 tap downs in the middle. Let's see how he goes this time against Thompson. The umpire throws the ball in the air. And Jelkovic goes early again. This time Thompson just gets a little bit of peace on it. Goes towards Jelkovic again. Pushed off by Pilgrim. Goes towards Rick Harding, who runs away from Evans. Gets a left foot kick. Back towards half forward. Guest pushed off the ball by Sakiti. Coming through Harding. Fresh air shot. Harrington stood his ground. He had a bit of support too. Gibbs gets a right foot kick towards half forward. Delahunt makes up a bit of ground. Could have nearly marked it there. And he instead pushed it out with his left hand out of bounds for a throw in.
might have been just out of his...
Just out, you reckon? He made up a bit of ground, didn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, that stretch early in the game, the hammy might be suspect.
Boundary throw in, back in play. Thompson in front, got it to the side. Priddle and Hearn. Harding coming at him. Priddle comes. Harding, good tackle. And ripped him off the football coming out. Flanagan can't take it with him. Connors is in there as well, fighting hard. Tries to push it to the back towards Thompson. Off hands now. Rowe comes off the wing and takes it in the middle of the ground. Tried to get around Turner. Goes to the left foot now towards half forward Zitko. Good grab. Just on the edge of the 50-metre circle now. He can run, go with the right foot, kick in board, looking for Smith over his head. Price is there, usually pretty good in this situation. Turn around, kick for goal, and he's kicked it. His first goal, and the second for North Geelong, Paul Price. And they go to 2 straight goals, 12 points now, North Geelong. Bannockburn 1 straight goal, 6 points, and that is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone.
Pete, it's started up a quality game. Like you come here expecting a great spectacle, and so far it's exceeded all our expectations, I'd reckon.
Yeah, I think the position of North on the ladder is really not a true indication. You know, I think they've been close. Some of the games that they've lost, I think they're better than this. I think they're 7th or something.
Yep.
You know, I think they're better than that, and I expected a good game.
Ball in the middle again, comes to ground. Pilgrim can't take it, gets a little tap off the ground. Oh, good shepherd there by the Bannockburn side. Rick Harding, nice little flick out to Colliger. Colliger on the right foot, intercepted by Priddle. Comes to ground, Russell Hearn. Nice little handball to Rowe. Drives straight down the ground, Rowe. It's from inside the centre square. I tell you what, it is almost a miraculous goal because it's gone 75 metres, the ball. And has just run through for a behind. So good positive attacking footy from the north side on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. 7 minutes gone, 2-1 13 North, 1 goal Bannockburn.
Kick in by Delahunt, finds Ronnie Pilgrim at half-back. Update score at the MCG, 1-3-9 apiece, Collingwood and Geelong in the first term. We'll keep you updated throughout the day with scores there. Colliger got the footy at centre-half-back. Gave it to Nathan Rose by hand, who slipped over the crucial stage. Only got as far as Gibbs. He couldn't pick it up. Neither could Russell Hearn. He kicked it off the ground. Then Ronnie Pilgrim did as well. Got a bit of distance. Goes towards Flanagan. He can't pick it up the first attempt. Rose on his hammer. He gets pushed in the back. Could have been a free kick. None forthcoming. Still at half forward for North Geelong on the other side. The umpire might have to come in and bounce it now. He will do so. And Big Pack get off the ball. Last man up is Corey Flanagan.
But would you think Bannockburn just a little surprised with the intensity of the north side?
Oh, look, I don't think they would have underestimated North.
Ball back into play now. Pilgrim's got it. Short little kick to Colliger in the middle of the ground. Plays on. Gets around Harrington. Takes a bounce. Backs himself. Oh, lost the footy though. And Harrington's going to be able to butter it up right in the middle. Short little kick's okay. Finds Priddle. Needs a lead. Goes long now with the kick over the back of the pack. Might be, coming through Zitko. Couldn't take it. And in there as well, Ray Robertson fighting hard, gets it away to Longstaff. In the goal square, Zitko's there, can't pick it up. He's held on to, runs around, keeps it in front, needs some support. Robertson's there, just a little paddle to Michael Rowe, usually pretty good in this situation. And on this occasion, he has missed for 1 behind. So he's second. They go to 2-2-14, the Magpies. Bannockburn at 1 straight goal, 6 points, Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
I tell you, Eric, they're moving the ball well, though, aren't they, North?
Extremely. Like every time we've seen North, they've got better and better. But from the kick in there, well, it was a fairly ordinary kick, but just diving on it was Mick Turner, and he's only 30 metres from the goal, but he's taken the mark to steady the ship for the Bannockburn side. Now, well, it's not a lot of movement further up the ground. Now he plays on. Tried to elude Paul Price. Unfortunately, runs onto his non-preferred foot, but I tell you what, he's picked out Troy Colliger in the middle of the ground almost perfectly. He plays on quickly. On the left foot, player loose there is Dylan it is for the Bannockburn side. He plays on also. Nice little chip pass looking for Andrews. No, mark not paid. Took it up at ground level. Guest running through, moves the ball further. Back to Dylan. On the left foot, goes towards full forward. Oh, Teichmann was in good position, but the ball didn't bounce for him. Now it's loose at full forward for the Bannockburn side. Just going to be holding the ball. No, said the umpire. Player couldn't get rid of it, and in dispute 20 metres out, directly in front. Bannockburn scoring area. Big pack of players around the ball now. Dylan goes for the tap down for the Bannockburn side. Ball comes clear. Brett Harding chases to it, but no, he's outpointed on that occasion.
He had nothing to kick to, did he, Priddle?
No.
he had the line.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was a good kick in the end.
So
could have came in any rugby league side, Eric.
So I think that was Priddle. It's whoever's on Brett Harding. Did the However, from the throw-in, oh, that's great work. The ball's handball to Troy Colliger. Colliger has a pot shot from 40 metres out, and I don't think Darryl Jones could reach it. No, he couldn't. So that's another goal to the Bannockburn side, and a good response to Bannockburn on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. Now 10 minutes gone, first quarter, 2-2-14 North Geelong. They lead Bannockburn 2 goals.
It's interesting, when Bannockburn have moved into the forward line through the centre of the ground, twice they've turned the ball over by their own mistake. Like, I can't remember who it was now, ran through the middle and bounced the ball, and it bounced,
Troy Colliger.
bounced out of his hands the other way, and then they tried a little short pass and it didn't come off and they turned the ball over. So, you know, they're behind on the scoreboard, but I think they're probably just a little in front in the possessions.
Back in the middle, and Djokovic got it down. Hearn's secondary tap goes towards centre half forward. Coming through, Longstaff did well, got free, goes on his left foot, goes long towards Robertson, getting back there. Can he take the mark? No. Robertson comes through. That was also in there was Gadd for Bannockburn. Zitko runs away, handball to nobody, has to go and do the work himself. Does, gets a kick away under a tackle, goes in towards full forward, but in front Perkins, and he takes the grab and might be able to clear it. Goes laterally towards Mick Turner. He takes the mark in the right back pocket. Was going to go short to Harding, then he elects to go further afield towards Colliger. Gibbs has got the job on him, but Nappies has done all right there and taken the mark at half back. He's got Ronnie cruising past. He elects though to go back in towards centre half back. Oh, that's a poor kick. Smith can he get around Delahunt. He got a kick away towards full forward. It's 2-on-1. Robertson puts the big arms up, can't take the mark. Off hands, White just wants a safety to the boundary line, or Stephen Gadd. I don't think Gadd will be able to pick it up. He can't, and he's out of bounds 30 metres around from North Geelong's goal.
Eric, I'm not trying to try and be confusing or anything, but it seems Bannockburn have adopted a carefree attitude. Kick it across the ground, cross the play. I've never seen them actually do that before.
No.
I wonder if it's a bit of AFL influence.
Yeah, well, I just wonder if Philly brought something new to the club, and I suppose after last year's grand final they feel as if they want something new. However, from the ensuing play there, it comes to Mick Turner on the goal line. Sees Rick Harding out wide. Can he pick it up before the boundary line? Yes, he can, but he's got no one to kick the ball to. Now he drives it long towards centre wing. Here's good contest there. Dillon can't take the mark, but he butters up extremely well. Gets pulled to the ground, but without the ball. Play on to the umpire. Now it stacks on the mill, and the umpire will have to move in on centre wing and put the ball in the air. Good opportunity there for Bannockburn. If they're able to get clear, they couldn't. Now we have the ball up there. It comes down for Bannockburn. Oh, charging through there was, who was that? Flanagan. Ball comes to Pilgrim, over to Connors. Connors on the left foot. Sees the lead there of Dillon. He'd made great position, and running back with the flight of the ball takes a good mark ahead of his opponent there in McCarthy. And gee, they'll need to be careful they don't get 50. Some of these guys, they're hanging on. Now the ball to full forward. Jones, well, he tried to ease Teichmann out on that occasion. No free kick paid. Great tackle by Brett Harding. The ball comes to Lockwood. Picks it up at centre half back. Runs to the centre of the ground. He has Russell Hearn there almost in the centre. He takes it now. Oh, an atrocious kick.
Hell is that?
He's kicked it 20 metres behind Rory Priddle, but, well, it's to their advantage because they've retained possession. Now Gibbs has one bounce, runs to centre wing. For North Geelong, drives the full forward position. Looks like Robertson can't get it. White doubling back on the ball. He's, Perkins concedes a behind there to the North Geelong side, and probably good defence at the end of the day because I think they're under pressure there, the Bannockburn defence. 13.5 minutes first quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard 2-3-15 North, Bannockburn 2 goals straight.
He's got some fair skills, Ronnie Pilgrim, hasn't he, Peter? We saw in front here the underneath handball. You don't see that too often, do you?
I was having a chuckle before because young Armstrong tried to shepherd him a little bit off the ball.
Don't do that.
Fancy stepping in front of him.
Kick in by Delahunt's found Turner, still inside defensive 50 for the Tigers. He handballs back to Delahunt and gives a shepherd, so he tries to create a bit of run. He goes towards centre wing, putting the hands up. Colliger, the smallest man there, couldn't take the mark. Harrington runs back. Colliger, second effort was good, but he couldn't keep the footy in. And it is out of bounds on centre wing on the outer side. The sun has broken through at Osborne Park. Great day for football. Who said it was going to be cold? Tremendous. 2-3-15 the Magpies. The Tigers 2 straight goals, 12 points. It's 3 points the difference at the 14-minute mark of the first term. Now boundary throw in. Thompson and Djokovic will do the ruck work. And Thompson to the side of the pack. Handball over the top to College. It was all right. And he can run away too. Takes a bounce. Bit more sure this time. Goes with his left foot long towards centre half forward off hands. Or Jones went into the contest. Teichmann didn't. He let Brett Harding run through. And look at that. Runs away from Sydney and kicks the goal. Ran away from Jones, Brett Harding. And he's got pace to burn. He kicked his first. and the third for Bannockburn. They go to 3 straight goals, 18, and they lead North Geelong 2-3-15. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. Well, that's a difference, isn't it? You can see the 36 or 37 or whatever he is.
Yeah,
Daryl Jones against 17-year-old Brett Harding.
I think City was chasing Taekwon though, and that's a good matchup. I think City would beat him over a foot race.
I think so. It'll be a good contest. Can you not sit there, though?
Oh, mate, I can't see when you put me in the corner.
No, I mean your breath. Oh, jeez. It smells like Scotland for some unknown reason.
Scotland, land of the brave.
Ball back in the middle. Thompson doesn't get the tap down. It comes to Connors. Magnificent handball to Ronnie Pilgrim. There's the lead by Taekwon. Now we'll see them one-on-one. Little nudge out there by Jones, and neither of them can take the mark, and a race to the boundary line between Daryl Jones and Wayne Taekwon. The ball wins, and it's over the boundary line, 10 metres from the behind post.
Listen here, Nichols. I reckon you used to play in the back line, did you?
I did. Why?
That's twice now you've said Jonesy's had a little nudge or a little tap, and they've been pushes.
Well, the umpire didn't pay them, Pete, so it's only a nudge.
But you don't have to leave us yet. It's okay.
Hey?
You don't have to leave us yet. It's okay.
Oh, spat it. Taking me bat and ball and I'm going home.
From the throw-in, North in possession. They get it wide to Hearn. Hearn on the left foot goes toward, 3-on-1.
Oh,
but
good
great
mark.
work, Angelkovic. He was the one for North against 3 Bannockburn players, and he takes the mark. The kick towards the centre of the ground, yes, it's good because Evans has taken the mark for North Geelong. Spoiled a little bit late, but the umpire has paid the mark, so...
I got the wonders, mate.
You have, haven't you?
Reminds me of Belpost Hill.
Pete, he's almost on the ground
But
before that.
he is. He's out the front now. He's moving around.
Evans kicks it to the 50-metre mark for North Geelong. Comes to ground. Price. Well, he's got 2 to beat there, and can he do it? Nathan Rose leads in the race for the ball, but the boundary line will win over the 2 of them, and it's out about 15 metres outside the 50-metre arc for the North Geelong side. Half-forward flank, outer side of the ground. Been playing 17 minutes now. 3 points the difference to North Geelong. Priddle picks up the crumbs from the back of the pack, drives to the full forward position. Perkins in perfect position, muffed the mark, but a long handball gets the ball clear to his teammate in Delahunt. He looks for the safety of the boundary. He found the boundary all right, but on the full.
Good pressure.
Free kick to the North Geelong side, and it's that man, Michael Rowe. Plays on there. Comes in field. The lead is by Robertson. Mark not taken. Comes to ground. Perkins drops the ball. Play on to the umpire. Handball comes clear, and it is Gadd finds who's that?
Thompson.
Thompson on the wing. Over to Ronnie Pilgrim. Back to Thompson. Well, galloping gasometer. Thompson. I think he wasn't going too fast there. Russell Hearn ran him down very easily. Now the little flick handball comes to Connors on the left foot drive to centre half forward. Colliger in good position behind the pack. Well, took the ball, had a bounce, almost fell over, run 40 metres, has a pot shot on goal and has kicked it out of bounds on the full. Well, he's having trouble with his feet.
He is, isn't he? He's tripping over and losing the footy. And
I tell you what, Eric, normally before the game you go for a bit of a wander.
Yep.
Did you go out and have a wander around?
It's well grass covered over that other side.
It seems the way they're bouncing the ball, it seems like it's might be a little bit bumpy.
Jones has got the free kick and he goes out towards half back. They've got the numbers there, Rose there, and he can get away a couple. He ran a long way, handball back to standing start McCarthy, and he's ripped off the footy. That's holding the ball, and it will be a free kick to Bannockburn at 50.
Quarter time AFL, Collingwood 2-3-15, Geelong 1-4-10.
Ball now with Harding. Goes out towards brother Lee. That was Brett. Goes to Lee Harding off one step. Getting back there, Jones. In fact, it's Rowe. But it doesn't matter. It's through for one behind to the Bannockburn side. Off the boot of Lee Harding. So they go to 3-1-19 now. They lead North Geelong 2-3-15. That's on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 19 minutes. Jones goes in short to Rory Priddle. He finds him, takes the mark. Kick over the top. Oh, sets his teammate up. And it's off hands Connors. And looked like it might have been Lockwood. Handball back. Well, set to task for his teammate and Flanagan. He handballs back towards Connors. They've moved it, pushed it up towards the wing, North Geelong. They've done pretty well to get out of defence, and they see it over the boundary line too on centre wing.
Lockwood a bit of a hobble there.
So even though they didn't actually get a clear possession, they were able to push Bannockburn and the footy up to centre wing, and we will have a boundary throw in now with Angelkovic and Thompson. Thompson, Pilgrim on the side, gets it down to the front, Flanagan. Kick, Price, attack the footy. How many times do you see that? And he gets away, Lee Harding, because he was standing behind there. Read the ball better, goes with a right foot kick wide. foot race now between Andrews and getting across there, Danny Ruck. Andrews uses his strength, gets in front. Great tackle, Danny Ruck, and through Andrews to the ground. And gets a shepherd from Evans too and gives him a bit of time. Oh, short little kick. Might be okay to Price. He needs some support. Sets Qtrt up and he drops the footy. Down weight of numbers. Lee Harding can run away from Rory Priddle. Go with the right boot towards full forward. Jones in front. Tyquin from behind. Off hands. Through the back of... Oh, good play by McCarthy. Put his hand where Tyquin was going to kick the footy. And Michael Rowe finally sees it over the boundary line. So good defensive play by the Magpies.
They're filling that gap in front of Tyquin pretty well, aren't they?
They are, and I don't think Bannockburn are actually using him. Like they're keeping the ball very low, and I think they've probably got the wind advantage. You'd think they'd be banging it down to him.
Boundary throw in off the back of the pack. Dylan's in there, also fighting hard for it is Priddle. Handball comes out towards Hearn. Slick hands to Price. Stood in the tackle, goes back. Oh, Rick Harding now in front, takes the mark at half forward. Pretty congested between him and the goal. Now Rick Harding. Got Pilgrim to his right. He elects though to go long and set up into the goal square. Dylan from behind, off hands. Push to the back, Rose there. Can he get away from Tyquin? Well, he drops the footy. He's on hands and knees, handball. Quickly to McCarthy. Gets it on to Lockwood, who just runs away. Runs across. Oh, short little kick towards the coach. It's okay. Russell Hearn takes it. Now they need some players to push across. And they go back inboard now, looking for Robertson, who's moved up the ground. He gets up, off hands, through the middle. Flanagan does well, roves it, left foot kick out wide, towards Andrews again, and up over the back. College, it takes a good mark. He's good overhead. And Troy College is taking it half forward.
Pushed about 4 players forward then, the whole pack.
That was a push then, not a nudge, Pete.
He's getting better.
He's getting better. So Troy College has got it. He's at half forward. It's going to be a fair kick for him from there. It goes up, and Rowe gets up. It's off hands to the front of the pack. Lockwood had it and then lost it. Has to try and pick it up again. He does so in the back pocket. Oh, he's just pretty happy to see it over in the end. And it will be a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket for Bannockburn. They lead 3-1-19. They lead the Magpies 2-3-15.
Ball out of bounds.
I reckon if I was the coach, mate, if I had an extra little guy, I'd say go and stand under Tyquin, like Bannockburn. Go and stand under Tyquin and kick the bloody ball to him. Pop it up in the air, kick the ball to him. They've got no one underneath him.
The other thing there, though, Pete, in the contest, in the goal square, Tyquin flew with 4 North Geelong players. Where were the other 3 Bannockburn players? So, I think they need to... There's got to be loose players somewhere there. But, I mean, we're only observing. We're not coaching,
Exactly.
Ball out of bounds, out of wing. We've been playing 22 minutes first quarter. 2-3-15 is North Geelong's 3-1-19 Bannockburn. From the throw-in, comes behind the pack. Thompson takes it. Well, it's ripped out of his arms by Priddle, and away he goes. Drives the ball wide to half forward. Gadd in front there of his opponent in
Zitko.
That's a pretty good contest, 2 young fellas.
It's going to be a good contest, that one.
Yeah, Zitko very elusive, very quick, and Gadd is just a dour defender. He's the old-fashioned defender, doesn't like the forward getting a kick. So we have the ball out of bounds, 50 metres from the goals, toward the southern end, the end to which North are kicking. Well, Angelkovic gets the tap down to Hearn, a little handball across to Price. Price now on the left foot, drives towards the full forward position. Big pack of players. Great mark in front, Nathan Rose. He had eyes only for the ball, 2 hands, and took it 1 grab. Now looking for somewhere to go. He's gone very wide. The lead out there is, well, Gadd was the lead, but also there is Thompson. And Thompson, the ruckman for Bannockburn, takes the mark, half-back flank. Again, looking for some options. North are defending it pretty well. A long driving kick to centre wing. Up high was... well, the ball comes to ground. Guest receives a handball for Bannockburn. Drives towards centre half forward. There's 2-on-1 again. Brett Harding is the one. He follows up very well. Connors, a handball to nobody. Players trying to run onto it there. Finally, Colliger picks it up for Bannockburn, but the handball's wild. Now it's, fiercely contested half-forward flank. The umpire's allowing it to go, and finally it comes clear. Lockwood, across to Hearn. Hearn of North Geelong drives to the lead. It's half forward. Zitko again. Beautiful mark. Hands in front of the face. And, I just don't see the value in that. He's seen the player running very wide. He's found him certainly. And now the kick has come in from half-forward flank. Overrun there by Perkins of Bannockburn. Picks it up. Drives it back to the centre. It's all North Geelong there. Hearn takes the mark. What's he going to do now? It's
he's got to come to this side of the ground.
Absolutely. No good going out wide. They don't get any value from there.
That's pretty good radio, isn't it? This side of the ground.
Great kick.
Unfortunately, Robertson can't quite reach it. Handball, Rose to Turner, back to Rose, and looks for the safety of the boundary line. And at 25 minutes into the first quarter, the ball out of bounds, 50 metres from the North Geelong goal. 2-3-15 North. They trail Bannockburn 3-1-19.
Well, I thought he held it up too long there, but geez, he just was able to find Ray Robertson in space, and unfortunately, Big Robbo just couldn't quite get to the mark. So it is out of bounds for a throw in, 50 metres around from the Magpies goal. It's going to be Robertson up against Thompson. They throw it in, short throw in. Thompson gets it down to the front. Pilgrim Roves can't pick it up. Kick off out of mid-air, and it's hit the Ford Falcon over there. And it is out of bounds on the full. So Kane Harrington will jump over the fence, pick the footy up, and take the free kick at half forward.
What you're saying, Pete, all the Bannockburn players are under pressure when they got the ball, haven't they?
They are. I think Russell Hearn's done a bit of a job, actually. It seems like he's made sure that the North players are, on a mission. They're manning up very well, and they're making sure that the Bannockburn run makers aren't getting an easy trot.
Ball off the back of the pack now from a contest at centre-half forward, kick wide, and goes towards Colliger. Now off hands, he's got Harding, Rick Harding, running towards half forward, towards Dillon and McCarthy, wrapped up by McCarthy, comes back, great play, Rowe, picked it up, and he's got two on the wing if he sees them, Evans and Gibbs, and it's Gibbs it is, and he can run, go, and he needs a shepherd. Colliger can't catch him, he goes towards half forward. Can he take the mark? Oh yes, Longstaff can, in front of Perkins, he's a half forward. And he goes back inboard. Oh, poor kick. Pilgrim just used the body. Priddle play for the free kick. It wasn't there. Guest can handball over the top, and he can to Flanagan, who's away at centre half back inside the centre square now. Chips it towards centre half forward. Sets a task for his for Andrews. Kick. No free kick. Connors gets his kick partly smothered towards Lee Harding. He leaves it behind. Sakuta's there. He's got Rowe out wide, and they're going to be able to clear the Magpies through Rowe. He takes the mark. And short little chip kick towards Priddle. Rick Harding might get there first. Priddle, though, rode the bump. Handball over the top to Gibbs. He's got a bit of time now. He needs to kick it long. Armstrong needs to give him a lead. He runs, takes a bounce, and kicks in that direction now. Coming through, though, Delahunt. Oh, he drops the mark. Armstrong tries to get back on his right foot. He's in the pocket. He goes back right, then left, then loses the football, then handball underneath towards Price. He tries to go. A great play, but he gets one high. Should have been a free kick, is. And Paul Price will take it 15 metres out, 45-degree angle.
I'll tell you what, Eric. The little short passes and the change of direction and all, they're not really hitting their targets. But if you're actually here at the ground watching, you can see what they're trying to do.
Oh, absolutely. But there's both sides have got a plan that they're really contrasting in styles. And you're right. If the North Geelong passes and handballs were hitting the mark, they'd be going very, very well. Not that they're not going well now. A goal here from Price puts them in front.
Will he?
So Paul Price, left footer. He's kicked one already. He's usually a pretty good kick for goal.
You mozzed him.
No, I didn't. He put it through the middle. What are you talking about? Paul Price is second.
Your eyes are the same as mine, Pete.
And the third for North Geelong. Oh, you blokes are unbelievable. 3-3-21 North Geelong.
That must be a North Geelong goal umpire.
Reclaim the lead. 3-1-19 Bannockburn Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 28 minutes gone, and we do actually have appointed goal umpires today, mate. It's not whoever you want.
And I'll tell you what, just one little point. Have a look at the flag, the 1997 Premier's Reserve flag.
Mm-hmm.
It's fairly breezy, and North are kicking into the wind. I think they're doing a pretty good job. It's got to go on across the ground a bit. I'd say it would advantage. It would be an advantage to Bannockburn, though.
Good work, Braveheart. Well done.
What'd you call me, Braveheart?
Braveheart.
Mate, I went and saw Gladiator.
Oh, did you?
Absolutely sensational. Out there, go and see it.
He's doing movie reviews too at the football. It's 3-3-21 to 3-1-19. The Magpies back in front, pretty close to siren time for quarter time here, with Angelkovic and Thompson at the ruck work for their respective sides. The umpire throws the ball in the air, free kick. Somebody walked in too early, and it was a North Geelong player, and it's going to go to Thompson in the middle. Now Thompson goes wide. Good kick too. Looks for Lee Harding. Takes the mark and can run. Got a bit of speed behind him at 50. Goes towards Dillon and Tyquin in the goal square. Off hands through the front. Lockwood wants to seat over the boundary line and does. Brett Harding sees him over the boundary line as well. And it will be a throw in the right forward pocket for the Tigers. So moved quickly from the middle through Lee Harding after Thompson kicked it to him out wide. Now it's in the right forward pocket. And It'll be McCarthy and Dillon with Andrews coming in from the side. Taps it to the side of the pack as well. North Geelong with the numbers. Or danger. Kick across the goal towards Colliger and Harding, and also Pilgrim. Ronnie loves a goal. He can't pick it up though. Harding's back there. He gives a Shepherd. Rick Harding. Hearn tackles him. Good tackles. Back towards centre half forward. Flanagan. He gets around. They've moved it back into the middle. Colliger's got it now. He drills it though back towards Rick Harding. They just held it up nicely. Bannockburn just waited for the right option, and it was Rick Harding in the end. And Ronnie Pilgrim's told him to kick for goal. Good harassment though from North Geelong to push them all the way back in the middle to start off with. But they just held the ball up and it got to Rick Harding in the end. He'll have a shot for goal from about 50 out. We'll test Peter's win theory here. Well, he's kicked the distance, but he's just looked for a little bit extra.
Did you notice it just started to swing?
Oh, when it was in the power station, nearly.
Oh, that's good radio.
Yeah, Rick Harding. Well, if you're at the ground, it's okay. That's what you got to say if you're at the ground. 3-2-20 Bannockburn. North Geelong 3-3-21, and there is the siren for quarter time. And it is the home side. North Geelong 3-3-21. They lead Bannockburn 3-2-20. The goal kickers to quarter time for the Magpies. 2 to Paul Price and a single goal to Paul Longstaff. While for Bannockburn, singles to Troy Colliger, Ross Dillon, and also to Brett Harding. So it's a point of difference at quarter time. North Geelong 3-3-21. They lead Bannockburn 3-2-20. We'll take a break, then come